Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Of course, my name is Nick and I do host the Shenanigans here. We do talk toys, pop culture, and general nerddom of all kinds. And sometimes, just sometimes, we talk a little bit of shit about other subjects. Today what we're actually going to do is review a Super 7 Ultimates figure. It is another figure from their wave from the band Ghost. I don't know if anybody watching this is a fan of the band. I mean, I would assume if you have clicked on it, you might be. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of Ghost. If you have ever watched any of the lore on YouTube, it'll explain the past with the Papas and things like that. But this, of course, is going to be Papa Emeritus 3, or Terzo, which is Italian for 3. So, you know, he's the third frontman for the band Ghost. Of course, he was played by Tobias Forge, who's been all the Papas in the past. He was on the Meliora and Pope Star cycle from 2015 to 2017. Those are two fantastic albums. We've got songs like Cerise and Mummy Dust, and He Is. Just the list goes on forever. And, of course, he is the utmost kazoo master. And by Kazoo Master, I mean if you haven't watched the live video for Goulet or Zombie Queen, you are sadly missing out. He was a more casual Papa, he was more laid back, he was more boisterous and flamboyant, and he was a little less stuffy than we'd seen in the past. Now, I could talk about that all day long, but before I get to it, let me go ahead and ask you guys to do me a favor. We are getting very close to 3,000 subscribers now. I would like each of you guys to go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell, just so you know when I post more, if this is your kind of thing. We do have some events coming down the pipe, like a big toy hunt at Toy-Hio, in Girard, Ohio. AEW Collision is the same night if you like wrestling, and I'm going to be doing some media at Toy-Hio, walking around filming. And you know, guys, if you're there in Girard, stop by and say hi if you see me wandering around. I'll be glad to talk to you. I'm a fellow collector and I love this community. But without further ado, let's go ahead, punch in, and review Papa Emeritus 3. Alright everybody, you know how we do things on the channel, and that is always box first. Here we see the box for Papa Emeritus 3. Now, I will let you know that this does not have a slipcover that I know of, like Super 7 is used to doing. When I got it from the Big Bad Toy Store, it arrived in a poly bag as is, so I don't know if that's a thing, but it did also not have a brown shipper for the outside. What you'll have on the box, of course, is some awesome cathedral window art with an awesome Ghost logo here, and then Papa Emeritus 3 emblazoned in between the window slats. You look up here, you get a Super 7 logo, an Ultimates logo on the top. Of course, stage is 14+. And you look in the box here, and what you'll actually see is Papa Emeritus 3 on full display. We will crack him out of the box and discuss accessories here in a moment. I do have Papa 1 and Papa 2 on the shelf behind me. You come down the side of the box, you got some awesome Ghost logo art. And you come around the back, and of course you get a blurb about the character and some more awesome art. I'll let you pause to read this if you want to. Papa Emeritus 3 was, of course, the third leader of Ghost during the Meliora and Pope Star album eras, and that was 2015 to 2017. His reign ended in 2017, and thus began a period of seed vacant for Ghost. So that led to Papa 4 and Papa in the Hills live album. And you'll flip this over, of course, and you have all the legalese that you could ever want to digest at the bottom. You'll get your Super 7 logo, and I will let you get the barcode here before we move on to accessories. Alright, let's start with the back tray for Papa. So, what you'll see here is a plethora of hands. This guy comes with literally 17 or 18 hands, and that's because he does have two different looks like the last Papa figure had, and I'll show you those here in a second. We do get a mic stand with a removable mic. And of course here you do get the hand with the kazoo because he is the unprecedented kazoo master. If you haven't heard the live performance of Goulet or Zombie Queen, look that up on YouTube. It is pretty cool. But yeah, 17 extra hands for this guy. And of course he also does come with his incense burner, his censer right here. It does have a metal chain. It's pretty much the same one Papa 1 came with, except Papa 1 came with two different kinds. This one's just silver. Let's take a look at the figure. And here we have Papa 3 out of the box. Again, he looks great in his purple and gold and black pallium. It's actually his papal robes. They're actually really cool. It does have a set of sleeves that attach at the hands. I'll show you that here in just a moment. His mitre is gold, and it does have a similar cross to the rest of them, but a little bit different. The face on Papa is absolutely cool, and it does reflect that era really well. You can flip this guy around, and of course you'll get the gold ghost logos going down the ribbons. The sun logos on the back of the pallium. Now, on to Papa's other look. Alright guys, here we have Papa 3 out of package with his kazoo and his more casual look. If you've seen the video for Goulet or Zombie Queen, he does the kazoo in it. It's actually a live performance, really, really awesome. But yeah, the head sculpt for this is spot on. It does look like Tobias Forge's portrayal of Papa 3. It is absolute 100% amazing. You look around and it does have the slick back hair. And it does have the awesome milked out eyeball, which is really cool. You look at the vest and the jacket, they're spot on in detail. The jacket does have the silver buttons that go all the way down. He does have the silver buttons on the vest, and the cross logo here is silver with the purple inlays. You look down, of course, he does have the white gloves, the silk pants, the white spats, and the leather shoes. But yeah, all in all, a fantastic figure in the longer jacket. It does kind of remind me of the Papa we got last time with a lot more detail. Super 7 took their time with the casual look here. Let's talk about some articulation. The head on this does go all the way around. It does look up and down. There is some range of neck motion here. The arms do go out to a T and do go 360. It does have single jointed elbows. However, the elbows do have a swivel there to make up for lack of bicep swivel. You have hands that rock and rotate, of course, just like always. You have an ab crunch. The coat and the vest kind of hinder that a little bit, but it is there. You do have a waist rotation. He can do the big old Papa Emeritus splits. He does have thigh cut. He has single jointed knees, and his feet do rotate and they do rock. All in all, pretty good package. Standard Super 7 articulation on these figures. I'm going to give this guy a 10 out of 10. Let's move on to some comparisons to other Papa figures. Alright, so comparison time, guys. If you have any of these three figures, you are in luck. These guys are absolutely fantastic quality, fantastic detail. Of course, you have Papa 3 here, Papa 2 here, and you have Papa 1 here. Now, you can see I do have Papa 1 in his red and black robes, and he does have his sensor here and his microphone. We've got Papa 2 with his staff, and we've got Papa 3 singing to the crowd. These figures are absolutely awesome. They are the same guy in a different costume, so they're going to be the same size. But so far, this is the Super 7 Ghost Ultimates line. Now, I don't know if we're going to get a Papa Emeritus 4 or a Cardinal Copia next. I would love to see it. So, Super 7, if you're listening, let's go ahead and complete this line and get a Cardinal and a Papa 4. These guys look great together on a shelf. If you're a Ghost fan, don't skip out on any of these figures. Again, I will give Papa 3 a 10 out of 10. He is definitely not just a 3. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and reviewing the Super 7 Ultimates Ghost Band Wave Papa Emeritus 3 figure. Guys, the final score on this to me is a solid 10 out of 10, but I'm a huge Ghost fan, so I might be a little biased. I'm waiting on a Cardinal Copia figure, and I'm waiting on a Papa Emeritus 4 figure. If Super 7 is listening, please send those down the pipe to good old Nick. We will absolutely have a place for them in the collection, just like we have a place for these. That said, guys, again, channel's growing. I do urge you all to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I post more. There's a ton of stuff coming down the pipe if this is your thing. You guys are amazing for it, and you guys rock. I mean, it's just plain and simple. This is a hell of a toy community. You guys have been amazing thus far, and this has been a hell of a ride on YouTube. We are almost at 200 videos. 200 videos. I started this during the pandemic as a way to kill time and relieve some of the depression. And here we are. Guys, this is absolutely fantastic, and I love you guys for it. I mean, there's not words. I didn't think this was going to take off past 10 subscribers, honestly. So, guys, that said, I'm going to post a link to this figure down below so you guys can get one of your own if that is something you would like. It'll probably be from the Big Bad Toy Store because that's where I got mine. He is in stock there right now, and I think the other two may be in stock there too as well if you're a Ghost fan. And that said, guys, I'm going to punch out, and I will see you in the next one.